So you might be noticing blue wig. You also might have seen another video several days ago, week or two ago, I don't remember, where I wore this as well for like 2 reviews or something like that. And that's the day I got it. Today I was fucking with it for a costume thing. So I figured I'd leave it on to talk about this show since Hugtto Precure does have a blue Precure. And even though her hair is much less extravagant, as you can see there's like 3 different colors in it, so much less chaotic as this wig, and even in her transformed form in Cure Anje, it's not really like this wig. It's blue. It's relevant, right? I guess it's technically relevant. Whatever. Close enough. So I'm going to be talking about Hugtto Precure for this video. Episode 1 to 3, I think that's all that's out right now. That's all I've seen. And, like, I'm not going to be doing any episodic reviews or anything crazy like that. I mean, I theoretically might. I'm watching it weekly with my boyfriend because we think it's fucking stupid. Like, in the fun way. Not in the, like, oh, I hate this, but in the kind of fun way where it's, like, where I think the translation we're reading, it says, like, Asu power instead of, like, future power. It's, like, Asu power, and he's like, it's ass power. Like, we like making fun of it. And I just watch it because I'm a stupid child on the inside. I like watching stupid children things. So, Hugtto Precure. 3 episodes are out, and I gotta say, I'm actually quite enjoying it. I watched 3 or 4 episodes of Cheerleader a la mode Precure, or Cheerleader Precure a la mode. And I plan on finishing it. I haven't yet, but I do plan on finishing it. When it comes to kind of Toku magical girl series like Precure or like Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, even if I don't fully finish the last season before starting the next season, I always intend to go back and watch it. Always. Because I like I just like watching all of it. I like finishing it to the fullest extent, which is kind of, I guess, stupid in a way, but like for me, it's like a weird OCD thing. So I gotta do it. And I don't think Cheerleader Precure a la mode was, shitty or anything. I think the first episode lacked a certain something. When I watched that with my boyfriend as well, the first episode, and the animation quality wasn't great. And I'm not all about only the animation quality or anything, because, like, you can't make every episode A+++. But even for, like, the first episode of a new Precure, it was distinctly, like, there were a lot of fucked up scenes where, like, oh, the budget's already dipping. Like, maybe they were saving it for, like, a later date, but, like, it just kind of looked kind of fugged. It didn't really look like, you know, it didn't really look amazing. We were kind of worried about that. Well, he wasn't, I was. And I really only watched a few more episodes after that, not with him, by myself. And then I didn't really watch it. I do, like I said, I do plan on going back and watching it, and I more than likely will. It's just, right now, but Hugtto Precure, pretty interesting. I really like, Nonohana, I think that's her name, Nonohana. She's pretty cool. He liked her hair a lot before she fucked up her bangs. I thought her hair was pretty cute. I thought her hair was pretty cute before she fucked up her bangs too. That was a pretty awful situation. I really liked her hair until she fucked up her bangs. And I like her really like Genki, upgoing, like happy-go-lucky, like cheerful personality. It really, I feel like the last several, I mean, yeah, a lot of the cures are usually very cheerful and happy and like, ooh, yeah, whatever. But like, I don't know. There's something about her that makes her stand out from the last couple Precures we've had. Minus Haruna from, I think her name was like Haruna or something like that. Oh my god, I can't remember what her full name was. Princess Precure. I actually really liked her a lot. I thought she was pretty dope. And I liked that she followed and she went through and followed her dream, even though it was to be a princess, which seems pretty impossible, and she never fucking gave up on it, and kudos to that bitch, because she became a fucking grand princess in the end. You go, girl. But, sorry, my wig is, like, falling down. I'm gonna have to get, like, a thing to attach to make it stay up when I actually work on this. But anyway, I really like Nonohana, and I really think there's something about her that's just, like, her energetic attitude is really just like, yeah, you know, we can fucking do this. Hugtto doesn't look as cancer, or as, I'm sorry, that's what my boyfriend says. He says things are cancer when he really hates them. it doesn't look as fucking god awful holy shit as Ai-chan did. Doki Doki Precure. I fucking could not stand Ai-chan. She looks so ugly, and I kind of hated that she was used as a transformation device for can't think of what her name was, Cure Ace. I also fucking hated Cure Ace, the Precure version and the regular middle school version or elementary school, whatever the fuck she was. Couldn't stand her, couldn't stand the transformation, couldn't stand any of that. I liked Doki Doki, I just like hated her. So that was sort of an issue, and I can only pray that Hugtto doesn't turn into that Hugtto doesn't become a transformation device of some sort in some way. I mean, my assumption is that, so there's gonna be 4 Precure, right? There's Nonohana as Curiel, or as they say in the show, Cure-L, which is kind of weird. But very clear, she's Curiel, which I really like, weirdly like the cheerleader aesthetics of it, like, that sort of a thing. Then there's Cure-Anji, which, okay, Curiel's actual transformation is, like, super anticlimactic, like, not fun at all. But then Cure-Anji's is, like, way more dynamic, except I think her hair's a little much, where it's like, whoa, I'm really not a fan of that, but, you know, it's whatever. So, I mean, that's fine. I really like their, like, school uniform designs. I think they're really just, like, subtle but nice looking. I'm like, A++ for that. I wouldn't mind just cosplaying regular school uniform outfits for them. Like, I really, really enjoy it. I don't know. It's just, like, a colored, like, sweater or something, and then a skirt with different color, like, a different color stripe on it. Pink or blue. But I really, really like it. I don't know what it is. And 3 episodes in, and we don't have the 3rd Cure, which is obviously going to be the, whoever the figure skater, I can't remember her name, I'm so bad with the name, the blonde girl who's an ex-figure skater, and, I mean, I only know that because, number 1, she's a fucking figure skater in the opening, but number 2, I did see it on, like, a wiki article that she's, like, an ex-figure skater. If that's a spoiler, fucking sorry. She's literally seen figure skating in the opening. I kind of thought that regardless. I found that out because I was trying to look up, when I initially watched the sub, there was like someone translated the Evil Corporation, and it was like a funny translation, and I couldn't remember what it was translated to, and I was trying to look it up to see if there was like an official translation for it, and that's when I ended up getting told, like, when I saw that, but whatever, I don't think it's a big deal. Anyway, very clearly she is going to be our 3rd Precure, and she's going to be a fucking flight attendant, because that's what she looks like, a fucking flight attendant. And she's going to be Cure, whatever the fuck she is. And then I think there, of course, will be a 4th one, because typically, not every time, because they didn't do it in Smile Precure for some reason, but typically you get a extra Cure, like you do how you have the extra rider gold silver in Sentai, and you get the secondary rider in Kamen Rider, although most of the time these days there's more than one anyway, so it's really just the extra rider. Same thing here, we get the extra Cure. And in this case, I'm kind of hoping that Hugtto doesn't go the way of Doki Doki, where she's used as a transformation device. I'm either hoping there's just a random extra Precure that comes from wherever, like she's just there, or possibly that Hugtto herself, because they do like a Mahotsukai Precure, even though in the end I was kind of disappointed in Mahotsukai Precure. I thought the best part of it was Hachan, and like, if you haven't seen Mahotsukai Precure, this might be somewhat of a spoiler, so be careful if you care about that stuff. Hachan, they're looking for this emerald, like the emerald crystal thing, whatever the fuck it's called, I can't remember, the Emeraldo or whatever, and when they find it, essentially Hachan ends up using it to transform into her Precure form, Cure Felice, and I'm kind of hoping they go that route, because I think they're talking about the like magical white Mirai crystal whatever in this one, and obviously it's like, well, blue is the blue one, pink is the pink one, yellow is going to be the yellow one, and then who's going to hold the white one? And if they're talking about the mystical white crystal and this, that, and the other thing, I can only make the assumption that, like, sorry, my leg itches, that they can only make the assumption that, like, Hugtto is either going to somehow become an adult and hold the crystal, pull something like a Hachan where she's, like, literally she becomes an adult, or possibly is, as I've said, is used as a transformation device, although crossing my fingers on that. Or there really could just be an extra fourth cure that just comes out of nowhere. You know, I'm fine with either that one or Hugtto growing up. I really don't want the other option. So I'm kind of excited to see that. The opening is pretty cool. It's fine. I mean, it's not the best thing. The animated baby, like, the baby itself, Hugtto, gives my boyfriend, like, he hates it. He hates anime babies. He says they look really creepy. I don't mind, but it freaks him the fuck out. Whatever. It is what it is. I think the opening's fine. I think the ending is fucking hot trash. It's literally just them being like, look at all these things you can be when you grow up, kid. Oh shit, look, you can be an artist and a teacher. And I cannot fucking stand it. I think it's dumb as shit. What's pretty funny though is that Harry or whatever the fuck his name is, can transform into like a gangster looking dude with like an Osaka accent. It's so weird. He turns into like this redhead with a leather jacket and jeans. And my boyfriend was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh yeah, he can turn into a human. And he was like, oh, whatever. And then he sees him and he's like, wait, what the fuck? He's like a legit human. And I was like, yeah, what it is. So that was pretty funny. Also, when we watched episode 3, nothing fucking happened in episode 3. Episode 3 was, wow, Hugtto won't fucking stop crying. And then she continued to cry. And then Hana's mom was like, I got this, and calms her down. And then nothing. It's really fucking nothing. Like, nothing important happens. The only thing that even kind of important that sort of happens is that they sort of establish now that, what's her name? The yellow one is going to be the cure. Is now aware of the pretty cures, like, legitimately. Because she's there when they save everybody, so she's aware of the pretty cures. I also think she has a super fucking cute outfit with like the off the shoulder short skirt thing, and her legs are like very tall, like very long. I think it's kind of weird, but she's very, very cute, and I'm really excited to see how this goes. There's not really a lot to say about it. I mean, the first episode had some pretty good animation shit, but there's really not much to say about it. Because it's Precure, and it's the first 3 episodes, and like I said, episode 3 didn't even really have anything fucking happen, so there's really not much I can say, but I kind of just wanted to get this out there, be like, yeah, I am watching Precure. I don't know if anybody fucking else ever watches Precure, but I'm watching Precure, and I'm pretty fucking excited about it, so let's go. I don't see, like, almost anybody else ever really talk about Precure. The only person I ever know who talks about it is a girl I follow called Pixie Locks. She's, like, the only person, and she's super into magical girls, and I'm super into magical girls, so there's that. But she's, like I said, she's, like, the only person. No one else I seem to follow on YouTube does a lot of Precure stuff, and so I figure, well, I might as well talk a little about it. It's just gotta talk about the new Precures, and this theme is like fucking jobs and careers and child rearing according to the Wikipedia, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a random assortment of things. I'm kind of hoping they all get alternate forms, like how in okay, it was really fucking stupid, but kind of how in Happiness Charge Precure, which is probably my least favorite Precure, by the way, Happiness Charge Precure, they had alternate attack forms, where it was like Lollipopu Hippohapu. Fucking hated it. I kind of hope they just get completely alternate forms, where it's like, oh, Curiel is her cheerleading form, but then she can transform into this other alternate form. Really, she's still going to be Curiel, but instead of being a cheerleader, maybe she'll be a fucking painter or something. I don't know. But just being like so static, they gotta have something, right? Because Mahotsukai Precure, they had several different forms. Like, I want something like that, where it's like, they had the Ruby form, which was like pretty much like full attack power, burning passion. They had the water form, wisdom. It seemed more like they let them fly and stuff. And they had their yellow form, which I believe I think it might have been Sapphire. And then the yellow form was like Topaz or something. And that was their like all-rounder form, I feel like, because they had these little balls of energy that they can use and transform them into weapons, into shields, into platforms. Like, they could do tons of shit with that. So it kind of let them play around and do crazy shit. And there might have been another form that there was like the later ultra form, I'm not counting all that shit. I mean, just regular basic forms. So there was like 3 of them at least. There might have been a 4th one. I don't remember it though. At least 3. And like, that was all pretty cool. I really enjoyed seeing all that. There was, there was 4 because there was their base form. So there was like diamond, ruby, sapphire, topaz, I think, or something like that. And that opening was actually super A+++. But yeah, you know, I'm actually really excited. I want to see what happens in this 4th episode. I'm really excited to see how Yellow joins. If she'll be like Yellow from Princess Precure Twinkle, where like Twinkle, Cure Twinkle was like, I'm gonna join for my own reasons, but I'm not gonna be here all the time. She does like one thing and then is like, no, I'm not gonna fucking join. And then over the course of like an episode or 2, she ends up joining. Like, maybe that'll happen. Maybe she won't join at all. Maybe she'll join immediately. Like, I don't know. So, yeah, you know, whatever. Super pumped. Can't wait to see more. Next episode comes out on Sunday. Probably be watching it on Sunday when it comes out. Let me know what you thought, or what you currently think if you've just watched it, of Hugtto Precure, episodes 1, 2, or 3 in the comments below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!